This time next week will be my first day of recovery, and I have just a range of emotions. 1 minute I am super excited and I'm like, I've got this. And ultimately I do know that I have this.
Was told last night that she's brain. I've got a couple days to make a decision. To me, it looks like incompetence. If the doctor would have been there, this wouldn't have happened, or if we'd have been at the hospital, it wouldn't have happened. She was administered too much medicine, 0.5.
This is Allison, and you are watching For Real Media YouTube channel.
These are an extra large, but the surgeon and the nurses told me I need to buy bigger stuff because I'm probably going to swell. So I wanted to be cute and I still wanted it to be comfortable, and I'm getting ready to set up my lift chair so that I'll have that together. I'm eating 120 grams of protein a day, trying to drink a stinking gallon of water, taking my vitamins, walking, trying to get my body super prepared for this. So yeah, I'm starting my journey and I'm going to document it because I look at everyone else's. I want to share my experience too. So I'm doing goodies for my surgery. I got a neck pillow. Apparently this is a must-have. I'm a side sleeper, so hopefully this will make sleeping on my back more comfortable. We'll see how that works out. And then behind me you can see I got my lift recliner. And I got some cute little fuzzy pillows to go with it because apparently pillows are king. So I'm going to get a bunch of different sizes of pillows and different shapes. If you've had plastic surgery or you've had a tummy tuck and you've got any suggestions, I would love to hear it. And that's kind of why I'm doing these videos, is because I've spent hours and days and months researching and trying to learn everything I can. And I want to share my journey. And part of this journey is like the mental side of it. And for me, I'm the caregiver. I'm the one that takes care of everybody. I'm the one that takes care of things. And I'm going to be the patient. And that's a really scary feeling, but I think it's part of the whole experience.
Pre-op today, my doctor is Dr. Tork in Cincinnati, and when I tell you this guy is amazing, he is amazing. I see why people come from all over the country, because he has a skill set that is definitely not a Midwest doctor at all. I'm super impressed with him, and I think that liking your surgeon and trusting your surgeon, I think that makes a big difference in this process, because this is a big operation that I'm getting ready to do. And there's some vulnerability to all of this too. I am going to have to trust people to take care of me, and that's really scary to me. I'm always the caretaker, so the thought of taking care of people is just, it's a whole different ballgame. But I'm super excited. I got some really great information. My friend, since I was 11 years old, came with me and took notes, and my markup will be the night before, and then I will be his canvas on the 25th. The nurses are incredible. I'm super pumped to do this, and I'm only 47, and I think I still have a lot of life to live, and excited to do this for myself. So I'm going to continue to update you guys because I'm always looking at other people's updates and tips and suggestions. I'm going to get the Juvian, the Arnica tea. I've got a lift recliner. I've got the walker, the fajas. Okay, so I have a ton of fajas. Hold on. This is the Marina. This one's like 150, but I felt like it fit pretty good. And because I want to be as independent as I possibly can. I know I'm going to need some help, but the zipper kind of makes me a little nervous. So I am looking, I bought probably 10 of them. I really like Shaper X, and if you want to send me one that has an open crotch, I would absolutely be open to it, because these are amazing. I also have the Yannis, and they're okay too. But the fajas, that's been like the biggest issue, is trying to find one. So if you recommend a certain one, I would love to hear it. But yeah, I want to share my journey because I know there are so many women out there just like me that are scouring TikTok, Facebook, and the Facebook groups are kind of scary. But Dr. Tork has a Let's Tork About Plastic Surgery on Facebook, and about him, he is phenomenal. If you get a chance, check him out because he is super great. But yep, that's my update. Yay, I'm on the right path and I'm ready to go.
People have asked how much weight I've lost. I have lost 20 pounds. This is a large, and now it kind of feels like an extra large. It doesn't hug my curves at all. Pretty excited about that. We have to eat healthy to be healthy, right? And especially in our 40s when perimenopause and menopause and all these changes are happening to our bodies, we have to love it even more, right? So that's what I have adopted for myself. Eat healthy to be healthy. So I do a lot of ground chicken, ground turkey, vegetables. I do a lot of yogurt bowls. And I'm just trying to keep it healthy and optimal for my body. And I think that's going to increase my healing rate. I think that's going to help my results show sooner because I am going to go through swell hell. I'm already prepared for this. I'm as prepared as I can be. But all of this leads up to this big change for me.
So this time next week will be my first day of recovery, and I have just a range of emotions. 1 minute I am super excited and I'm like, I've got this. And ultimately I do know that I have this, but I'm nervous too. I don't like pain medicine. I don't like pain. Who likes pain? Nobody likes pain. But I'm nervous about the pain. So if you've had this procedure and you want to give me some tips, that would be amazing. I would appreciate that. I've got a good support system. I've got a lot. My husband's going to be with me for the first 5 days, thank God. And then my girlfriends are all jumping on board. So I am super appreciative of that because it's not easy for me to humble myself, but I'm going to need help, and I'm going to just thank my people that are stepping up for me because this is a big deal. But I'm excited. I'm excited for when he takes off the faja and I see my stomach and I see my curves. I'm excited to say, there she is. That's her. I remember. This is my setup and everything that people have recommended. I've got some snacks. I've got the ABD pads, ice packs. I have covered my chair to make sure I don't drop anything down there. I did get the comfort blanket and I'm pretty pumped about this. It's a really cool blanket. And then I got a smaller version of this, and if you have hot flashes, then you know this is the best blanket. But we are down to 2 days. Tomorrow I get marked up. I don't really know a whole lot about Okay, so I started this. People swear by it. It's not cheap, but I feel like if it's going to give you extra support and there's medical data behind it, I'm going to give it a try. So I've got about a month's worth of this. This flavor, coconut pineapple, like, so if I mix it with water, and then I used some like pineapple mango juice, just a little bit. It's not horrible. It's not the best, but it's not horrible. I actually am going to stick with this flavor. I didn't use it today because surgery is tomorrow. But for wound healing, this is supposed to be one of the best things to use to help expedite some of that cellular repair. So we'll see. Okay, here it is. It's my turn. I feel a big range of emotions, but mostly it is absolutely excitement and gratitude. My husband's here. I've got a great support team, and I'm really looking forward to this next chapter. If you're a praying person, I will absolutely take your prayers. I'm getting closer to getting ready to do my IVs. And they're asking all the questions, and I'm starting to get so many incredible messages from you guys. Please pray. I know it's going to be great, and I've waited a really long time for this. I'm in good hands. I know God's got my back, and let's do this.
This is so sad. And I know people have a reason for every decision and steps they decide to take. But as a mother and a woman who have gone through childbearing stage, you don't allow people's talk and body shaming get to you. Watching the video, you get to know she was really prepared for the surgery and everything. The excitement turned sour when she couldn't recognize herself again. She said she has been the one taking care of people, and now is her time to be taken care of. But her instincts was right. Things didn't go as she planned, and negligence occurred, and people she trusted let her down, and her excitement was gone due to medical negligence. All this while her fear and range of emotions was her intuition and God, giving her signs to back out from the plan. But she was already overwhelmed and ready to be transformed with the medical procedure.
Hello all. I know y'all know that Rachel went into surgery Wednesday morning. We got there at 6 o'clock. They rolled her back for surgery at 7:30. I sat out in the parking lot all day waiting on her to finish, and I got a phone call about 5:45 that I could come in to the recovery room. On my way in, I stopped and spoke with the doctor for a few minutes. He assured me the surgery went great, so he was heading home. Well, as he left, I could hear Rachel talking in the background, asking for me. So I went to the room. Well, on my way to the room, I noticed there was nobody else in the facility. It was locked down. It was closed. There was a cleaning crew of, I think, 2 people sweeping the hallway. And when I stepped in the room, there was one nurse in there with Rachel. And then there was another nurse that had stepped in, but she was going back and forth throughout in and out of the door. So anyway, Rachel could hear me talk, so she heard my voice. I stepped around to the side of the bed and touched her arm, and she knew it was me touching her. Well, next thing you know, the one girl that was outside the room walked in and asked her, said, "How's your pain?" Rachel kind of mumbled. Well, the girl said, "Oh, I was just checking because a few minutes ago I gave you your pain med, which was 0.5 Dilaudid and 150 fentanyl." Well, me and the other nurse was talking, because Rachel had told him when she met me what age, so just for bullshitting. Well, as we're doing that, next thing you know, I look down and her face is off color, white. I assumed it was from the surgery, lack of blood, but anyway, I said, "Rachel," and she didn't answer. Well, the one nurse in the room said, "Rachel," no answer. I got down in her ear and hollered Rachel a couple times, no answer. Next thing you know, the nurse starts with the knuckles to the sternum. But it was kind of weird to me because much sense of urgency with her lips being blue. Then she reached and grabbed the bag. Well, she put the bag on her and pumped it once or twice. The bag wasn't sealed around her face. And then she walked away and grabbed some Narcan, came back, hit her with Narcan, put the mask back on her face again, and this time opened her mouth and pumped 2 or 3 times and then walked away again as her head rolled over. So next time she come back, I jumped around there and held Rachel's head up so that she could get it sealed and pumped once or twice. As I'm telling her, I don't know what to do here. This is your all's, trade, dumb construction worker. But I could tell something was wrong, but there was no sense of urgency. The other girl she had hollered at that was in the hallway, she had told her to call Dr. Torque and get him back here. Well, as Dr. Torque was on his way back, there was no response from the Narcan. When Torque came in, or when the plastic surgeon came in, He assessed the situation and made sure told him to call 911. And the nurse hit Rachel with another dose of Narcan with with it not doing anything. So, ambulance rushed, picked us up at the surgery center, brought us to Bethesda North, and and this is what we're looking at. She was without oxygen for over 6 minutes, supposedly. I don't know how that happens when you've got a crew that was supposed to be taking care of her. Was told last night that she's brain dead. I've got a couple days to make a decision. To me, it looks like incompetence. If the doctor would have been there, this wouldn't have happened, or if we'd have been at the hospital, it wouldn't have happened. She was administered too much medicine, 0.5 Dilaudid on top of 150 fentanyl is way too much for somebody that is so minute amount, that is so sensitive to drugs. Somebody dropped the ball here. I will tell you one thing, where they brought us, these people are absolutely freaking amazing. They have been amazing with my wife, but it still doesn't change the fact that somebody dropped the ball in my life. By the way, I'm still out all the money for the surgery.
When she said she have a lot of life to live, hit so hard to process. Life cannot really be predicted. She trusted the medical team, especially the doctor, and she was failed. I don't know, but I wish women should stop being under the pressure of getting their old body back after childbirth. You carried a full human being inside of you, not a toy. Stop trying to do mommy makeover after childbirth. Love and accept your new body and tell yourself you look beautiful just the way you are. And before taking that decision of life and death surgery, do consider your husband and children, and always remember what if. Don't just do it because you saw others. Love and carry yourself beautifully. And as a mother, love yourself and don't do to impress the society. What are your thoughts and opinions on this situation? Comment below, like and subscribe to my channel.